everybody, this is Salvi here with the Vtuber news coming right up for you. Before that, of course, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell, and the like button as well, and let's get right into it. Flork of Cows is the main person behind Sock's Vtuber agency, the agency that has people like Yomi Quinnley, has tons and tons, and actually just had their new generation pop up. And in this case, one of their new generation has been accused of some stuff, which, you know, we will leave it to you guys. I really don't like when people are accused of these things, especially if it's in a Minecraft server, which you're going to see. And it seems to have been in a RP Minecraft server. So even worse, if it was in private messages and things like that, that'd be a little bit different. But in this case, I think this person over here, chacahcilla, has overreacted. And in the way that she's overreacted, unfortunately, it has come to bite her. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. This is a now deleted tweet. I was able to get a photo, a picture of it, but I wasn't able to actually get it because I didn't catch it quick enough. She did delete this tweet when she started getting a lot of flack for this, for what she said. Said, try to talk to Flork about one of his talents having a habit of calling people inferior and how they could seem to be disabled people. However, he blocked me and said not to bring up any personal issues with his talents. I believe calling somebody inferior is demeaning as a historically used context. Ad-free TV called us that. If you support Sock's Vtuber agency, this is what you're supporting. Again, overreaction in my opinion, because it seemed to be part of an RP, as in role-playing Minecraft server. Inferior doesn't necessarily mean as an inferior human being. It means that you are inferior to me in playing basketball. You're inferior to me in playing this, in doing this or that. If the character, for example, the character is meant to be a very hoity-toity, very, egotistical individual, then yes, they could say that in RP. Because guess what? They're playing a character. They're not playing real. That's why Hololive has to go for the animatic recollection. Remember, this is RP. This isn't real life. These people don't hate each other. They're just doing these things in RP. Unfortunately, people do need to be reminded of this. Flork responded to her, I'm sorry, it's very tiny. Again, I do not have the original because I was only able to get photos of this that people sent me. My DMs with Flork, as you can see, he does not seem to think it's an issue. It says here, let me just read it to you because this is blurry as all hell. Ad-free called her faction inferior, stupid, unintelligent. She blocked me after I posted this, so I'm guessing there's no plan on taking accountability for her actions. As a disabled person, those insults affect me heavily. They're talking about the faction. They're not talking about you as a human, and that's the big issue. I want to make sure you see this because I believe it's important to grow from mistakes. I'll damn you, but I can't. The fact you called the Wilders inferior felt dehumanizing. It might have reacted the best that last day, but being called things such as stupid and unintelligent and inferior for the past 2 days, that's not right. It's not right to do it to anybody, and I'm disabled. It's like people calling shit baka, like in those type of things. Flork says, do not DM me again, trying to get my talent in trouble. This is a personal matter between the two of you. Ad-free blocked you because do not want to contact you anymore. That matter is settled. So you support her, calling disabled people inferior. That's the thing. She's taking it too far. Then, of course, after she said things like, it's a habit that I'm seeing happen again and again. It says a habit, 3-second clip is a habit where the person isn't seen. And that is, right here, of people having a habit of doing that, apparently. And it says, the word was spoken in a roleplay based around factions riding against each other. Wilders were also making comments against other teams. That's how it works. Unprofessional is approaching Flork, as you did, purely trying to get ad-free in some sort of trouble, than being able to provide evidence. And what's an unprofessional is stretching this is your fight. Tim allegedly approving the word inferior as an attack against disabled people. What's a professional is shouting it about high raid and subs around those who were role-playing respectively in open areas. Yeah, they broke roleplay. They broke kayfabe. What's a professional is starting to instigate other players even after a mod told you to stop. Then playing victim was seen as on your stream. Addie was supposed to know you were disabled. How? Whether this is her or not, the person speaking about the faction, it was not aimed at you. It was not aimed at disabilities. It was a role-playing server, like I said before. If you take such a defense to the server, participants were encouraged to roleplay as warring factions where tensions will be played out. Don't join such servers. This all started because Addy was unfriended you. Everybody has a choice to do so. This is a sad reaction. And no, this is not me endorsing calling disabled people inferior, like both pancakes and waffles. He never asked me for evidence because he was just like, nah, I'm not getting into this. Because a lot of times, unfortunately, giving them the time of day and humoring them only leads to worse situations. A lot of times. Nikita says, I am the staff member who personally handled Chacha's ticket regarding this matter. I feel it's important to clarify the timeline of the facts around the investigation for the public record. Since the issue began when Chacha posted about the public wilders, and we're going into here a little bit more. It's basically, it says, based on our current review, the language used appears to be in-character roleplay directed at the Wilders faction as a whole. This type of faction-based taunting was permitted and common part of the event, and we have noted examples from our other members, basically. We also confirmed the person speaking in this clip is another player, not ad-free. This was again directed towards Wilders faction. That said, it's up to your judgment whether or not you want to make it public, and we recognize that, you know, that's an option. That said, it says, for the next event, we are going to be sure that we are more specific with what kind of language is disallowed to avoid any potentially inflammatory situations. And thank you for that type of thing. Decided going public, then she decided to go public. Basically, they from what I'm seeing here, the Oshi Bar CEO, and it was a staff member of the specific server. They took in her complaint, they went, they investigated the whole thing, they talked to people who were a part of it, they got clips mentioning who it was, who it wasn't, and then they figured out what was going on. And a clip, this is more things, I'm going to show you the clip in a little bit. I think it's where the people try to act like they're better than you and literally call you inferior to your face and they act like you're the problem. This is the clip here. This is the person mentioning it here. It's a 14-second clip. Let's take a look.
Treating guys.
Yeah. They're wild.
Guys, they're like,
gotta give them a
yeah,
pass.
what's happening with that?
Their brains are a little smaller.
Dude, that's gonna oh my god,
I
hard.
was never a wilder. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's true. I never treating guys.
So there you go. It wasn't even ad-free talking. It was other people talking about it. And up here it says, yes, I did snap at you in DMs because you were told not to contact me anymore prior to this. Lucia's team investigated the first piece of evidence you showed them regarding ad-free. It was not even them speaking. Their team there gave you a statement of what was happening. It was roleplay and a Minecraft faction roleplay. And I will wholeheartedly back my talent as they did not do anything wrong, especially in a 4-second out-of-context clip you originally showed. They go down here. You also stated there are other people who do it. Why focus on me, SVA? Was it before I told you not to message me? And it says, really, because I see nothing taken care of. You guys known about the inferior things. Lots of people have been calling us that. Chacha, I will admit that I'm a little comfortable with your message right now. I've been extremely busy because of corporate work and other work. Though earlier in the year I had more time, I was able to message a bit more freely, but they're not able to do that right now. And then best of luck, Chacha, continuing on there. And it continues down here. Mentioning, listen, you were going to, we knew you were going to effing do this because you did S before to other people. I knew you were going to drop this late. Maybe you thought it'd be asleep so you would get an edge on me, especially stayed up because we knew you were going to do this. I don't know why the focus on me is so hard, especially if your problem was ad-free. Didn't do anything to you. I don't want to do anything with you. You said this was your last post. Okay, I just want to add one more bit of context. She knew I did not stay up late and chose to drop it when I wasn't around. Are you uppies? The time I'm usually not. Fair, night owl. And there you go. So basically that. Honestly, do you not think I'd stick up for anyone in my agency? Come on. Before you even went into my DMs that tried to get me to punish her like a school kid, I knew what was going on. Sens says here, it's unfortunate. The only downside to hosting RP servers with people who are new to RP. I can kind of understand people who take it personally because during my first RP ever, I cried. People have to realize it's roleplay. None of this is real. If you can take it personally, hope someone can move on from this. Much love. And then they show a little bit more evidence. And then the uncomfortable thing. Sorry, it just happened to be multiple people, and I guess really got into my head. Won't bring this up again, but best of luck. Thank you. Sorry again for getting this into my head. Thank you for understanding. And then she responded again. Basically, thank you for understanding. Want to give some time. But the standees did arrive a bit ago and wanted to thank you for them. Love them so much. Don't have to reply to this. Just want to express my thanks. That was after she was told not to contact him at this point. That's pretty clearly don't message me anymore. And there, that what you said? You said you're not sure. Be clear. Communicate like an adult. Again, trying to be more of a victim in this case. But most people are, as you can see here, Rosie Bell Moo, this is a wholesome event. And then, Fen being like, what the heck is going on? A lot of people being, what the heck is going on with this? This is kind of, it was overblown. It was absolutely overblown. And finally, she does apologize. A little late, but she does apologize. Says, I wanted to make a moment to apologize for how I reacted last day of SMP. Generally frustrated and let my frustration turn into anger, and that wasn't fair to anyone. Said, I want to be honest about the frustration it came from because I think it matters. From the start of the SMP, we agreed to hold on off griefing until day 3, so everyone could settle in, build, actually enjoy the opening experiences. When griefing started in days 1 and 2, I just didn't break the rules. It broke the spirit of what we were trying to create together. On top of that, hearing things like my team being inferior or we deserve to die under the my skin more than I expected, didn't handle that well and shouldn't step back, instead blowing it up. I'm not here to hold grudges though. I want to move forward and be better, not let my anger get the best of me. And I also want to be honest about something personal. Being called inferior hit me harder than I let on because I'm disabled. I deal with those kinds of assumptions in real life more than people realize. And, I can understand that. But all this here, I don't expect anyone to tiptoe around me, but I do expect basic respect for me and for everyone else who might be carrying something they can't see. Comments like that don't just stay in the game. They stick it with you. So, yeah. And that is... but publicly try to cancel somebody. That is where the issue becomes much bigger. And... here, feel so empty, lost everything, really have no one to blame but myself. Generally thought using inferior was bad, but when everybody disagrees with you, it's time to take a step back and reevaluate. This is another apology. I saw Apollo's post and I never doxed anybody nor did revenge porn. That's going too far. Please provide evidence. I'm taking a step back from the internet. I feel like I just need to delve deeper into therapy about my impulsiveness. So she's going to go into therapy more about that. Did you ever apologize to Addie or Flork? Been trying to dodge responsibility for what you did to Apollo and Yomi. This isn't really enough. And you're just doing it for damage control. I will say that I did say that Yomi was brave showing her face without a mask, but didn't not for being trans. Can't take responsibility for things I didn't do. As for the lack of apology towards Ad-Free and Flork, they've told me they want nothing to do with me, so I'm respecting that. If she was uncomfortable with me, because here's the tweet that happened here. Oh, hey, it's the person who kept following me around all off Kai after I told them to stop and I had to warn security over her. This person who was overstepping my boundaries and touching my arm in comfort over and over when I told them not to touch me and spoke to me like I was less than them, saying I was so brave for going off Kai as a trans person rather than talking to me like a normal person. You don't get to play the victim when you're hurt and disrespected, but you hurt and disrespected so many people. And many know about your PL and the terrible things you've done there too. All I can do is wish you the help you need, step away from the internet, find professional help, and breathe. Maybe the world will be brighter for you one day and you don't need to validate the existence by trying to bring others down. This got way bigger than I think any of them expected, than chacahcilla expected. She expected to be vindicated. In this case, she was not. And yeah, so that is where we leave it there. From what I do know, she is going to the hospital for treatment for I don't know what, but they are hopefully going to get help for this because this is not the way to do things. I know it's a long one and I do apologize for it because I did want to give it the full respect that it deserves because SVA, Flork, the girls don't deserve this. And Cha-Cha doesn't deserve to be in this mindset where they are victimizing themselves all the time because that brings more stress to the person. She is not a victim, but she not a full victim, but she victimized herself pretty much. And she does deserve the treatment that she needs to be better in the future. Ironmouse is a female American VTuber from Puerto Rico. She used to be a part of vshojo. Before that, she was, of course, her own thing, and she was independent, but she got picked up by vshojo. She actually was one of the founders, I believe, of vshojo, the VTuber side at least. And she is in our news today because something wonderful has happened. First, we're going to talk about this, and then we're going to talk about where this is connected to. My community never ceases to amaze me. Thank you so much for raising over 40K for the Immune Deficiency Foundation again. Thank you so much for supporting me and the cause I'm so passionate about. I love you guys. Enjoy the new global emote created by the talented Cthulhu Lel Donate Plasma. So that is where the second part comes in, which is, of course, a lot of people are congratulating her. Very happy, very excited, etc. here. And the reason why I'm also saying that there's more to come is this, the fact that she does have a global emote. Let's take a look at it. Celebrate VTuber Week and Together for Good with our favorite demon queen Ironmouse. Get exclusive emotes starting 11/17. Tune into her channel on 11/17 at 6 p.m. to support the Immune Deficiency Foundation. This is a new global emote that you can get for supporting her, or at least I think I think it's for supporting her or something, or showing up to her stream, something like that. Either way, whether you get it or not, she does have what appears to be a permanent global emote here. And let's take a look at how it looks. That is the global emote that you can get. It's her with a shiny blue heart. I was gonna say star for some reason, but heart. That is amazing. And yes, I do understand Twitch has a bunch of things to answer for and a bunch of negative things going for it, but at the very least, people like Mouse are getting something positive out of their experience with Twitch. It doesn't negate the things that they are doing, of course, but it also will not negate the wonderful things that Mouse has done, the wonderful things that her community has done, and yes, they deserve this emote for everything that has happened. Roca Rourin is a female English-speaking virtual YouTuber, or VTuber, V-singer with Chroma Shift's Rebel. Remember when Idol Corp became Chroma Shift? They switched over all of their groups into something new. And this one is Bricky Poppet. and Taiga Toragami. They were a part of Idol Wildfire, if I'm not mistaken. It was Wildfire, the original one, and now it became Chroma Shift's Rebel. Oh no, Idol's Endless. Never mind. My bad. Idol's Endless. It was Idol's Endless. But yeah, Idol Wildfire became something else. Idol Endless became this. They just switched there, and they actually mixed and matched different things as well. So let's take a look at her on her Twitter, mentioning that she is going to be having a new outfit reveal. That was on the 16th, so it already has happened, which is why I'm showing it to you guys today. Because as you know, I do wait for things to finish first, to fully be done before I cover them, because it allows me the opportunity to fully cover it in the best way possible. At least for them, the best way possible. I try to, at least. So today, let's take a look at what they're doing here. They had the tease, and then they had this that I'm going to show you. This intro here.
We can spread evil and brainwash people even faster than we have ever imagined. My mom died just thinking about the evil deeds I could commit. Yesterday was her funeral.
Goodness gracious.
Wonderful news, Roca. Wonderful. That means she won't be giving birth to people like you anymore. What? I can't believe such stupid people still exist.
So yeah, and then we have here.
Roca, are you okay? I'm going to turn this off.
No. I'm close to achieving the
Censored.
ultimate evil power.
The Nipnops.
You know,
Nipnops can't be shown.
My scientific power is growing.
The Nipnops can't be shown.
Ultimate high school little mad scientist. The ultimate villain. I'm grooming.
Grooming?
No, definitely
What the hell is
too much
grooming?
evil.
Okay, grooming. Oh my lordy. Well, that is Roca. That is Roca in a nutshell. She is wild like that. So let's continue.
For you all to handle.
Let's have her show us what she started as.
I'll.
Absolute cinema.
Yeah,
It's absolute
with
cinema.
my scissors. If you say that again. Seeing again, huh? Looking forward to
Without the jacket, she could get in trouble with Twitch. Absolutely.
it. Oh.
Looking respectfully, of course.
I mean, the clouds aren't going away because none of you guys are blowing it away, though. I like that.
So that's an interesting cloud idea there. Oh god, I know what she's gonna be doing.
Like that. There you
She
go.
did it for the booba, of course.
What?
And there you go. She's stuck in the smoke. And there's her full look.
Laura?
Very, very cute.
This isn't just smoke. This is pure evil.
You see the full look there.
Irresistible.
Of course,
'Cause
that's
they
the
also
full
wanna
look.
become evil.
And of course, she has the coat for whenever she wants to show up on Twitch, because, well, Twitch, we already know how Twitch is. We already know how freaking crazy Twitch is. Okay, she's showing us the thighs, apparently. Apparently, she shows the thighs, and I know you guys are thigh lovers, so we got to show that a bit as well. You know, give the audience what they want. Give them what they want. And I can only leave it there for a little bit, because if not, Twitch will come after me for just showing it here, which is a very strange thing that Twitch does, of course. And there we go. Very cute.
Like this.
Well done. Well made. Oh, and she can have even the chibi form.
This is if I have to get into like really small spaces.
That's like chibi form there. Oh dear lordy, look at that. Look at that. She's all tiny now. She's small.
I look like some level of intelligence.
But she had fun. That's the main thing I want to show you guys. She had lots of fun. I do love showing these. Maybe I take a little bit too long when showing these, but she had lots of fun. I love the look. It is it's a good look. It's a very good look. I do love it. So big congratulations to Roca Rourin and the people involved in getting her this outfit. The mamas, the papas, whoever they are that did this, big congratulations, because it did look great. Chibidoki, the little gremlin, the pink creature, the person who is always very active and always kind of just like I said, gremlin energy everywhere that she goes. She has come out recently with a bit of an announcement, live now, celebrating at 1 million on YouTube, and questioning how I got nominated for VTuber of the Year. And that was 2:49 p.m. And I'm pretty sure she's not actually continually active now, but we will check out her stream on Twitch. Let's take a look at if she's still streaming, because she could be. Oh yeah, she is still streaming. But of course we have the lovely, lovely ads always on Twitch. what she's talking about is VTuber of the Year was Best VTuber at the Streamer Awards run by QT Cinderella, where it's Ironmouse, Kenji, The Burnt Peanut, Chibidoki, and Mori Calliope are all the ones that are being shown up there. The fact that she was even nominated is insane, and that she went through the whole nomination process and was able to get on the top 5 and for people to actually vote on is insane and always a great thing for any VTuber out there. Now, it looks like there are still ads going on. As you know, Twitch has unskippable ads. So hopefully, by the time I get back to it... Nope, still doing some kind of ad. Oh, boy. But yeah, she did reach 1 million. And here we go. Chibidoki 1 million right there. Congrats, Chibi. Thanks for being the best pink creature out there. And right now, she is currently playing in her banana suit. She's playing Morsels. My guess is it's a game where she attacks other things. Now, let's see if I can get you the beginning one where she talks about it a little bit. And here she goes with the VTuber of the Year in the very beginning. She actually started with that 2 hours ago. Wow, okay. So yeah, it doesn't actually let me see anything beforehand. Usually it does. I do apologize for that. But yeah, she has that. She has those 2 wonderful things. And whether she wins or not, it is still always an honor to be a part of those things. And I'm glad that she's getting the exposure that this is going to give her. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. The reason why I do this is simple. I want it to be a positive space for VTubing, a place where I can promote VTubers, other VTubers other than myself, and, you know, help the VTuber community in that way. So today we are talking about Snowy Leopard VTuber, SnowieSaber, and we are going to go on to their something that they have done, and then we're going to go to the About section. Let's take a look.
I've learned from my sources that the next tournament will be held at the refinery in 1 hour.
Fight in the tournament? Shut down the tournament.
Might as well fight.
Why, do you want to fight in the tournament?
Robert, send me in to compete. I'll win.
All right, bro. Well, we'll do it for you, bro. Even though your stats are fucked.
So they ended up fighting. They ended up fighting in the tournament. Let's take a look at their About section. It says Sabertooth, Tiger, Snow Leopard, Gamer Gal. And they have, you know, things to Twitter. They have their commissions, socials. So they are an artist there. Nice. So they have their own commissions. And let's take a look at their YouTube channel, which appears to be, right now, having a couple of things here. They're doing MMD SnowieSaber Goddish from Pinocchio. It looks like they're doing a lot of MMD-related stuff here, well, at least in the last 2 weeks or so, of songs and things. Other than that, it has been VODs and such there. It also appears that they have a couple of shorts here, some small bits of shorts that have been doing well enough for what they want, what they have here. Thank you so much, Snowy, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I do hope this helps you in some way. Thank you guys for watching as always, and of course take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.